It's
Hey, look over there. Quite a crowd gathering. Who's that guy? Man, he's dressed sharp. How the hell out of place is that? It is. It's James Jackson. That must be the layover.
Been a long flight, we're settling down. Finally got our feet back on the ground. Let's chill for a while. We've got some time. James got some things been on his mind. Let's talk about it at the layover. Take us back down some of them streets. New names, new faces, we gonna meet. Gonna pull back that curtain, but not all the way. Just enough to paint the picture of what he's gotta say. Gonna keep looking forward, the hell with the noise. James Jackson's in the house, come on boys. And ladies, let's enjoy the layover. Hey JFK in the chat, what's that? Calm the fuck down. Nah, James is just getting started. Can't be careful, where you at, man? Come on, chat, tell your friends. It's the layover.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good about all of them. I feel good about all of them. But some I didn't, and they're not our jurors, so that's all I can ask for. Is it just takes one bad feeling and you think, oh God, is my life in this person's hands? And I don't feel that way.
Chat, how we doing? Everybody in the chat.
Mic check, 1, 2, mic check.
Oh shit, what's up, Kelly? What's up, Jackie? What's up to the mods? Happy Saturday, Sunshine Girl, Mary. Let me say some shout outs to some of the lovely people in here. Mikey, real quick.
Do your thing, buddy. Do your thing.
Nicole, what's up, Nicole? Jody, what's up, Jody? Karen, Diane, Casey, may the force be with you. Mary, what up, Mary? Kelly. Oh, I was looking good in court, huh? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about court and stuff like that. But yeah, why don't we just get right into court? Actually, I have a clip here. Let me see. Is it this one? Can you see this?
Squaring off. Like I said, I just watched the video. I don't remember it from that night, and I didn't really pay attention. It looked like foolish, like guys. Just I don't even know how to describe it.
From your perspective, having watched the video, it appeared that they squared off on each other and sort of took a fighting stance.
I didn't look at it that in depth, so I could not say that.
Did you see them walk up to each other and grapple with one another? Like they didn't notice punching each other.
Right.
I get that. Were they grappling with one another, like faking punches to each other?
I don't know.
Almost like sparring a little bit.
Yeah, I don't honestly know.
But you did see
I saw them together. It's blurry, and they're I don't know really what they're doing.
Okay, but they weren't standing there holding hands for
Oh, God, no. No.
They weren't on their phones, right?
They were engaging with each other, playfully grabbing at each other. I don't really engaging with each other.
What does that mean? What does that mean? They were playfully grabbing each other, right? You know, so I don't know, man. As much as we talk about the waterfall, and we know that's where it all started. We know that's where it all went down, the waterfall. There's no question that's where it all went down. It's where it all started. I see, well, let me throw up a disclaimer because the waterfall hasn't been brought up in court yet. So I see what Alan Jackson's doing after being there yesterday. And what everybody's doing, not just Alan Jackson. I see everybody, people in the chat. I see what everybody's doing. I'm always watching. But no, I see things, and the way I see things it's a strategy. It's very strategic in there. And he's got to do what he's got to do. So basically getting in what he got in yesterday and saying, So this was your sister's house. Why wouldn't you go there and, you know, knock on the door, make sure she was safe, make sure that she was okay? You say you love, oh, because I was attending Officer O'Keefe or John O'Keefe. That's bullshit. There were three people out there. I could see if she was by herself, but she had, yeah, two other people, Kerry and Karen. But I'm saying altogether three. But you know, so getting that in when and then with the other thing, he got a couple good. Alan Jackson really did good yesterday in the courtroom. It was a good day in court, and I can tell everybody left there happy. So it's definitely dope.
It's
Damn, Jack.
pretty interesting. He's saying we can do this all day. He's going.
Yeah. Jackie, what up, Jackie? Happy Saturday. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Happy Saturday, Jackie.
P.O. What's up, Pastor Pepper?
Beautiful day here in the Bean. It's about 80 degrees out. Sitting down in the Italian club, having a cocktail.
Shit.
Kicking it with my boy James. What's up?
Yeah, man. So check this out. We'll finish.
So, yo, let me ask you about court yesterday,
wait.
man.
I'm sorry.
Like,
go ahead.
How tense was it in that courtroom, bro? Was it like, could you cut it with a knife, or was it like a relaxed, or how would you describe the whole mood in there?
I mean, it's very serious. It's very,
no doubt.
You know, there's no bullshit. You gotta be very alert. Everyone in there is they're working too, man. Everybody in there is doing something that, if you think this lawyer is not doing something, sitting there, they're all working for the same point to get across.
Everybody's listening. Everyone's locked in.
Yeah, even like the jury, you know, there's a lot of rules you gotta, you know, it's just normal shit that we know as being in the courtroom that you follow, but
yeah, right.
obviously on a higher scale. So
right.
It was
But also being as human beings, man, you do get tired when you're sitting in a place like that for a minute, you know. So definitely got to have focused energy to keep up with the pace like that. I mean, that just must be grueling, a grueling situation.
I'll tell you, it was funny because the whole time I'm going in there, I was thinking like just a bunch of things, you know, that stuck out to me. But when we had to sit down, because you know those seats suck, bro. But I mean, let me tell you, Kelly, if I was ever like on Survivor, I heard we were talking outside, like she's the woman you want to go on Survivor with. She had the whole survival kit. She had cushions for us, bro. It was dope. She had me all set up. She had snacks. I was like,
yeah,
damn,
that's what I'm saying.
You know?
It's a long day, bro. It's a long ass day.
And you know, I say that with all respect, and she knows that. It's like,
yeah, no doubt.
She they've been through this. This is their second time doing this shit, so they're prepared, man. It's like I was hoping someone was prepared, and they're prepared.
Like packing a bag to go to the beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you gotta
I thought
make
I
sure
was
you
the
got all
only
your
one that
P's and
packed the
Q's
bag.
ready. I know, right?
That's what people were asking me yesterday. You got your bag with you? I did have a bag. I don't know if you saw it. I was carrying a bag. And,
no.
But it just had people said they seen it on TV, and that was a couple things. I seen like in some comments, like I went to lunch, you know, not going to disclose like where I was at lunch and stuff, but I had a good lunch and stuff like that. And I would go on the chats and read some of the comments, and they're like, why the hell is James Jackson in the courtroom? Well, first of all, why the hell not? And
why
second of all, it was take your nephew to work day. That's why. My uncle works there, you know, so it was take your nephew to work day. If anybody wants to know, it was take your nephew to work day. That's why I was in the courtroom. But man, I see the comments and it's like, I don't know, because I don't do this weird shit where people go back and forth with shit like that. It's like, you know, save that shit for that shit's for the crows. You know, bro, like, I swear to God, why was James in the courtroom is the dumbest probably comment I've ever seen. You know, there's stuff going on that's way more important, but I get it. People want to know, people want to talk, and people want to say things, and I get it. And people also want to feel special, and that's the other thing. It's like, I get it. You know, people feel like they might have put more work in the next person, but ain't we all here for the same reason? Johnny D, my boy.
There he is.
What up,
Looking
bro?
sharp, bro. Look
What's
at
up?
you.
How are ya?
Everybody in the chat, put your peace signs up for Johnny D. This is my boy. That's Mikey's brother. These are both like my brothers.
Word
Johnny's
up.
up in here. Let me
Word
get some
up.
peace signs for Johnny D. Come on.
Word up. Word up.
Yeah, so John, we're just going over, you know, some
Hey,
things that
Jez,
went in
check
the
your
courtroom
text, bro. You got
yesterday.
to see this shirt I bought today, bro. Unbelievable.
I heard. Actually, you sent me a text. Oh, the tribe?
No. Check your text, my man.
Oh.
I sent you the nice pic. I sent you a beautiful picture, bro.
All
It's
right, I'll check
dope.
it out.
It's
Look
so
at that.
dope.
Peace signs in the chat for Johnny D.
Word
They're
up.
blowing you up, Johnny.
Word up.
Yeah. Let me see that T-shirt you got on.
Oh, it's dope. I got my
Yeah,
tribe,
that
low
was
end
dope.
theory. You know how I do.
Yeah, I know how you do. I know how you do.
I'm a 90s guy, bro. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
man.
both know how he does.
Right? But yeah, so it was that with the comment shit, and then just seeing like people that don't normally hit me up and be like, hey, I want to talk to you. Like, for what, man? You weren't trying to talk to me last week. I just don't understand it. It just doesn't make sense. Make it make sense to me.
Because you were there,
You know?
bro, and they're trying to, you know, we already talked about that. You're trying to capitalize.
Yeah, but that's why I say it's all. And let me just say, this is a disclaimer. This is no hate towards nobody. I'm just saying, it's just, you know, that shit to me is thinking, why was I there and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Like, this woman's fighting for her life, for her freedom.
We belong there.
Yeah,
That's
belong
why.
there. That's your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Well, Johnny, I told him it was take your nephew to work day. That's why I was there.
Uncle Alan Jackson.
Yep.
Word up.
He was on fire. He was on fire yesterday.
Yeah, he was on point yesterday for sure.
Yeah, he was. He was
we
sharp.
were listening to him. We were rolling meatballs for Erica's party yesterday, dude. Yo, he had that girl stumped.
Yeah, you know, and that's the whole thing. It's like she had to keep saying, "Can I see the report? Can I see the report?
Can I see the report? Like, can I see the report? Can I see the report?" How do you not remember what you said? You've been through this twice already.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
And not just that. This is what's up, Amphetas? This is what's up, Patrick? Yeah, exactly. So, Mikey, what were we just talking about? No, what were we just saying? How?
No, we were talking about how everybody wanted to get you on their chat.
No, but not that no more. We're talking about her on the stands.
On the stand,
saying that and repeating it. She didn't have to repeat
she had to
for the
refer.
grand
She had to
jury.
refer everything every friggin' minute. It was like, how do
Yeah.
you not remember? Come on.
It's very strategic, and then it's like, oh, well, that's the way you said it to me. No. That's not the way.
No,
it's not the way it went down. Calm the fuck down, Jack.
Let's talk about. She said, "Oh, it was in his notes. It was in his notes. It was in his notes." Well, how was it written in his notes? The way you said it.
Right.
Like, come on.
So you calling all these cops liars? I mean, I'll tell you this. This I will tell you. When she threw herself under the bus and was like, when Alan Jackson got it, he got in a good one yesterday. He was like, ow. So it wasn't the Massachusetts State Police. It wasn't, Canton cops. It wasn't. And she threw it out there like, yeah, well, they're not investigating anymore because of this reason or whatever. And the jury was looking at each other like, what does she mean by this? Like, what is she talking about? So yeah, she had them. She don't have the jury fooled, is basically what I'm letting you know. She don't have the jury. Yeah, she opened that door. That's right, Kelly. She definitely opened that door. And, as far as the jury goes, they look like they're really interested in finding truth into this. And that's a great, that's what we want, right? And the truth, we got the truth on our side. So
didn't they throw out that double jeopardy law with this case?
I don't think they did. No.
Okay. Maybe I misheard that then. You know, because I mean, I think because if it
Patricia
was
Ryder, thank you.
inconclusive,
I
or
appreciate that. Go ahead,
I think it was
Mikey. I'm sorry.
no, I was saying because I thought it was you couldn't be tried for the same thing twice. Only I don't know if it's because if they threw it out. I'm not sure how it all works. To be honest with you, but
I'll tell you,
I just
man. I heard someone say, they've never seen a defendant be able to go to the sidebars and be up there with the lawyers on the sidebar. I've never seen anything like that, and I was like, you know
yo
what? I've never seen anything like that either. But in all reality, it's her that's fighting for her life. She should be up
well
there listening.
yo
She's paying for those attorneys. I want to know what the hell's being said. Bro, she
yo
should be up there.
James, listen, bro. It's funny you say that because you know the situation that I was in when
They
I was
tried,
able to
Mikey.
actually I was actually able to go up to the sidebar
Oh
and
yeah.
listen
So then you know what?
because of the comments.
Yeah,
Like,
but maybe that there you go. And people
you know
say,
what I'm
"Oh, they're
saying?
gone, they're gone." Let me tell you something. They don't just come around. We're talking about the feds. They don't just come around
No,
and then
no, they
just
don't just show
disappear.
up. Right. The
Like
only
like
reason they come knocking
and
on
then
the
let some
door
huh?
is the reason they come knocking on your door is
Bro,
because
she
they've done their
lied to them
homework.
when they came
Yes.
knocking on her door.
And they've done their homework, so they're there for a reason. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't think you're
As
wrong.
we both know, you know.
After yesterday, I do not think they are gone. They're
No,
never,
I don't
yeah,
believe they are
exactly.
either. I don't believe
Never
so either.
the feds are never gone. They're always
No,
watching.
somebody's keeping a close eye
They're
on
watching right
all
now.
of this.
Disclaimer, this is all for entertainment. I have a Fed poster downstairs in my room. Oh, yeah, right. Cash, hey James, good to see you on the layover. I'm gonna try to make these layovers happen more than often
Brown
because
and ginger for my butter.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
all right. You guys are down the club. You want to rub it in my face? You want to talk about my dead grandmother too?
No, we don't yet. But you know
Never.
what? I wish you at least you should have a nice ice cold one, my man.
Never.
It's a beautiful day
Oh
out. What a
shit!
day.
I'm
What a day
just
to be
kidding, bro.
alive in
I
the
heard
city of
that. That was a
Boston.
joke. That's a
What a day to
disclaimer.
be alive in the city of Boston.
I know it's beautiful, man, and
Yeah,
that's
we're
what it
having a
comes
good day
down
so
to.
far. We're having a good
Eh,
day, bro.
yeah, and
Check your text and see what I sent you for a pic. You're gonna have a nervous breakdown. Trust me.
okay, I'm gonna check. Yo, why did you just switch your thing around? How come mine looks like I don't know? Maybe because on the phone.
No,
Let me
I'm
see.
right, dude. I haven't touched anything, brother. You know me.
Nah, that's
I'm
cool.
standing here. I'm standing here in my element. You know where I'm at.
Yeah, I know.
My grill's right behind me, bro. I'm going
You're
full
good.
throttle this Thursday. I can't wait. Everyone's excited down here. We're gonna have some nice food, bocce games. You know the drill, bro.
Yeah, it's nice spot down there. It's
Nice
very
spot. You
relaxing,
know,
man.
very gentlemen, all gentlemen down here. Ladies are
Yeah,
welcome now. You know what I mean?
but
It's just, you know, this is where we need to be with our own people in our own neighborhood, doing our own
yeah.
thing, staying righteous, bro, every day.
What's
You know?
dope too, like you see this background that's in behind us, oh, like this right here. This is our neighborhood.
Yeah,
That's what's dope.
we're in
We're
like
literally in the hood. There's
this
that's
is
the
like the
church in the
bocce
square.
court.
I think that might be gone. There's right there's the club.
Yep.
There's the Malton Station going by there.
Here's the bocce balls.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh shit, is that you, Mikey? I seen
That,
you. Oh, there's me playing hoop.
there we are. There's some bocce balls right here. You know what I mean?
Nice.
We got
But
the
no,
court,
man.
bro.
So
You know how we do.
listen, basically what I was gonna say too is being there and people go in and I get it. It could be all for entertainment purposes and however you do your thing, you do your thing and they want to, talk about John O'Keefe's mom and his family and stuff. You at the end of the day, no matter how you feel about Peggy or Paul, you know, it I don't know, like I felt bad, bro. Like I'm just maybe that's just who I am, like at this point in my life. Like I was sitting with who I believe is innocent, but I feel bad, just like Mr. Reed said when he came out, and that's why I clipped it and made it whatever, looking like a video, like almost like a music video type, whatever. But let me tell you something. He came right up to me and that was what we were talking about that video I made, and I'm like, look, man, and he said to me, I'm just doing what any dad would do, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you
It's
firsthand,
unbelievable.
not every dad would do this.
No, they
I'm gonna tell
definitely
you
wouldn't.
that. Yeah. And he was like,
I know my dad wouldn't, bro. You already know my situation,
yeah.
bro.
So when I said that, he was like, looked at me like, wow. You know, I'm like, nah, for real, man. That's real life. But anyway, so you cannot help but not feel bad, right? But at the same time,
somebody lost their life, man. You
yeah,
know, regardless.
but at the same time, how can they sit there and listen to Jen McCabe's story? If you loved my son so much, why didn't
Why
you
you?
run in
Yeah,
that house and grab a first responder?
right.
Why are you doing all this trickery, all this shit that has nothing to do with, oh man, it's just,
It's
so it's
wild.
hard. I get it. It's hard to like them because then they're like, they're what's up, Drea? They're just, that's how they are. Um, Cash,
Yo,
I read that.
listen, the gang in blue, buddy. You know,
Yeah,
you're all a part of it when you marry into it, and if you're, you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. Like they all stick together, and I'm sure 90% of them have been coached before they even went into this stuff. You know.
yeah. But I mean, one of their own's down. There's no Boston cops there. They all got the gag orders on or
Oh,
whatever.
I know, it's crazy.
And it's like, what's gonna happen when the gag order's lifted? They're all gonna speak on it and say that they feel bad for what happened. And I mean, I don't know, man. It's
Right.
just
Like,
it's wild.
remember New Year's Eve, bro, when we were trying to ask a few of them Boston detectives or police officers, nobody even wanted to comment on it. Nobody had anything to
Right?
say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly.
You know?
Scotty. Yes, thank you, Scotty. I'm gonna have to change the I mean, you just got the disclaimer for the thumbnail. That might be why it's low, like not. I mean, I did it on the fly because this is another reason why I went live today, because I knew it. My phone has blown up, and it's crazy because people like obviously want to call and ask questions and stuff like that. Scotty, thank you. I appreciate that. Drea, thank you for coffee. I appreciate that. Um, people want to know. They just want, and I get that. So I figured, why not just do a live, let everybody know how it was. It was a great day, and it's a win, I think, for the team. We're all here for the same shit.
Yep.
Calm down with all the other extra shit. That it's just it's not needed. Like, do
Comes
you
with the
think?
territory, bro. Comes with the territory.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
it's not even when I'm talking about me, man. I'm talking about like all the I'm talking. I'm talking. No, seriously. Like they go in on each other and on everybody. They go in on me. They go in on me and Jay. They go in on. It's just it comes with it, right? I get like what you're saying,
Trolling,
but
brother. Trolling.
it shouldn't spill over to the courtroom because if Karen
No,
starts hearing
no.
things like that, she's already feeling like she's defeated. She don't need to hear from her own people that are supporting her. Like words are being thrown around like crazy words. Like man, I'm not
I
down
don't
with all that.
listen, as a human being, you can't help but feel anything but negativity. Like even when you're trying to stay positive and people are saying like you're saying all the shit, dude, it's just a natural defense mechanism to like, yeah, you see it, you try not to, you don't want to say anything about it, but at the same time you do. But it's part of trolling, I guess, man. That's the culture we live in, man. You know, because it's easy to sit
Patricia,
behind a screen and just talk shit. You know.
yeah, Mikey, that's all good. I don't care about that, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I'm just saying as far as spilling over to the courtroom. But see
Yeah.
right here, Mikey, that comment, Boston police were told not to talk about it. And that's what we're saying. Mikey and I went down there on what
New
was it, Mike?
Year's.
New Year's, yeah, New Year's. And he was gonna talk to me, answer my question. He just wasn't ready to answer that question. So
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
Jackie, I appreciate you, Jackie. You already know. Let me finish watching this,
Each
Mike.
other
Yeah. Yeah.
playfully grabbing at each other. I don't really.
Grabbing each other, play fighting, correct? That's my point.
Shout
I'd
out
have
to
watch the video
Microdots.
to categorize it as play fighting.
Microdots.
I didn't know it was a
He's
quick
nasty, bro.
clip. I wasn't like focusing on Brian and Brian. I was just identifying that was myself in the video, and there was Miss Reed, and I believe Miss Reed actually did some play fighting to Matt.
There was, in fact, to Matt.
Yeah, I feel like she was about like this to Matt at one point. Yeah, in the video.
So let's talk about.
Watch this now. Watch Karen. After she does this, I got the spot. How did she
Yeah, I
remember
feel like
that?
she was about like this.
How does she remember this?
Mad at one point, yeah, in the video.
So let's talk about Brian and Brian.
How does she remember trying to get it?
Those two men, very large in stature, correct?
Did she already do it? Yeah. I don't know if you saw that, but she threw punches.
A lot bigger than me, right?
Yeah.
But how do you remember that but don't remember this?
And started grappling, playing, coming toward each other as if they were engaging in a fake physical altercation.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm gonna.
Did not see that. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't even see it on the video.
I saw them on the video grabbing at each other. I didn't see stances but again, I didn't pay much attention to it.
And that's your best.
Yeah, right. Yeah, look at that. That's
you didn't
aggression.
see that right there?
That's aggression.
Come on, man. You didn't see that. That's shit is crazy.
Bullshit.
Look at
She's
that.
lying, dude.
So
she's
forgot about all that.
Bro.
She forgot about all that shit. Isn't that a coincidence? But she remembered Jen throwing a little. I mean, I'm sorry, Jen. It's funny because Judge Bev called Jen McCABE Mrs. Reed yesterday. You heard? You heard her say it? By accident, Judge Bev said she called her. Who heard that? I know someone in the chat heard that.
That lady's head must be spinning, bro.
Yeah. She don't know who she's talking to anymore. Kelly said, everyone lies to the ice cream man. Hold up. Everyone lies to the ice cream man, right? If she pleads, it will go away. If she fights, it will be an episode. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the text message you're talking about, Kelly. Innocent people say that all the time before anyone is arrested. Exactly.
Yeah, right. 100%.
What the duck coming through said. Hold up. Let me take this shit down. Don't let other people's opinions get you down. Keep doing you and be proud of who you are. Them thinking negativity about 100%. You is their problem, not yours. And I agree, you know, and
1,000.
It's all good. I'm not really too upset. I'm just saying it shouldn't spill over to the court.
We ain't into it, dude. Listen, we're self-righteous in ourselves. We know exactly who we are as men right now. At this stage in our lives, bro, we don't need any of that shit. You already know.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, man, I just don't think that it should spill over to the courtroom. If you're gonna, I don't think it should happen. Period. But it's gonna happen.
People are people. At the end of the day, they put their pants on in the morning, just like me and you, bro.
That's what's up. Alex, how you been? I haven't seen you. But yeah, man, check out this.
Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, Nicole, Caitlin, everybody went over to 34 Fairview at the end of the night.
Yes.
Correct? The bar closed at, I'm guessing, midnight.
Okay.
Is that right?
I think we were wrapping up around then. I don't know what time it actually closes.
When you left Waterfall, the people that were still there included Matt, your husband, and John O'Keefe. Is that right?
Yes.
You walked out with Karina Kolakithis and Karen Reed.
Yes.
And you said to Miss Reed something along the lines of, "You're coming with me," correct?
I said, "Why don't you come with me?"
Okay, fair enough. You were prompting her
Why?
to join you for the ride over to 34 Fairview. Is that right?
Yes.
There was, in fact, to Matt.
Yeah, I feel like she was about like this to Matt at one point. Yeah, in the video.
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
That's how you feel, huh, Jen? I feel good.
But this case is a little different.
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
Bring your nephew to the court. Bring your nephew to work day.
Go ahead, Mr.
Bring
Jackson.
your nephew to work day.
We're gonna get those shirts. People out.
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. And it was funny, too, because Uncle Al had the same, he had the pink tie on. And I was like, Looked like we called each other and shit. I'm like, God damn, man.
Your outfit yesterday was looking dapper, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. My boy
You
helped
know?
me pick that shit out.
Oh yeah, bro. We were there. You know how we get it in. You know.
Yeah, that was dope. And
That
that was
guy
another
helped
thing.
us
People
out
were
too,
like, I don't
man.
think you could wear that pink tie in there. I'm
Well,
like,
you know what? You know what? Listen.
No.
You are who you are.
No. It's not about. No, they were saying as far as because the buffer zone, there's all these rules. Not saying as far as
Yeah, I
like,
thought like anything that just said free Karen Reed, you couldn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
it.
So you
Something like
can't be
that,
wearing
right?
some. So
Right.
basically, they were this.
Yeah.
They were wrong because you
Right.
can definitely. I could get away. You know, obviously, you see me wearing it. You see my uncle wearing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, we looked like twins yesterday. That's
Well,
what
yeah. I
happens with.
mean, dude, it's your uncle. Why wouldn't you?
Right. Yeah, it was a good experience.
I
You
bet,
know,
man. I bet it
and
was.
it's like just being a part of
Yo,
this
James, to
whole.
be able to walk out at the end of the day too, right? When it wasn't all about you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a plus in itself, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, of course, I haven't, I haven't even wasn't even thinking that, to be honest with you, because that didn't cross my mind,
Yeah, because every other time, man, we've ever been to court, it's always been because of you or me or,
Right.
or one of our girlfriends or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's just
I
to
seen
be
a
able to
few.
be there to support the cause, bro. You did the right thing, man. I'm proud of you, brother. You did the right thing yesterday.
I
Represented.
appreciate
That's
it.
for sure, man. That's for sure. You represented.
I seen some like CEOs that used to work at Cambridge working
Oh,
there.
word.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because one of them was like, "Yo, what's up, man?"
You're like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
it's been a
"Hey, how
long
you
time,
doing?"
buddy. I salute.
Yeah, I was like, "How are you?" And he's like, "How are you?" He's like, "You doing good, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing all right."
Yo, James, yesterday I was talking to my cousin Erica about Higgins, and when I told her about him calling into allegedly calling into your show,
Yeah.
she brought up the same thing I said. When people from South Boston, they don't say they're from South Boston. They say they're from South. Yo, I was dying. We were rolling meatballs in the kitchen. It was so funny. Even Erica, dude, she's like 13, 14 years younger than us. You know what I mean? She even knows.
She knows.
Mike, if you're listening.
Yeah, she
Crazy.
knows. There's
Yeah, it was crazy, dude.
let me see. I have that actually. Let me see. My fingers are too big, and I'm just being lazy this morning. Cause I tell you, I was out late. Be right back. Don't want that.
No,
Yeah, I was
that's the
out
wrong
late,
one.
man, and it was a good time. Cause we went like everybody from there, like not the court, but like people. I think it's this.
Supporting the cause.
Yeah. We all went out like after and had like a meal.
Nice.
And I got to meet, shout out to DJ from Calling All Beans and Beer, Boston Beer, great host, and Pastor Pepper, meal on Pastor Pepper, which was crazy. I'm like, what? Because that's whatever. But I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it
That's
was
neither
just
here or there.
it was a great time. I got to take some pictures with people. But this is the call you're talking about right here.
Hey man, what's up guys? Kevin from South Boston. Listen, I appreciate the things that you two do, you and James, right? Are you ready to put it out there that you
sound like Higgins, bro.
You wrong.
Is this Higgins?
Is this Higgins?
You wrong.
You're Higgins.
What'd you think of Higgins on the JFK show last night? Did you guys hear Higgins? He said he's a decorated dude.
We love you.
Like that means anything, she says.
That shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's the call exactly. When I was with Erica yesterday, and we were talking about that, and she said the same thing that came to my mind. It was like when you were from South Boston for a long time, you grew up there. You don't say, "Oh, I'm from South Boston." Johnny, what do you say?
You're from Southie. I'm from Southie.
Exactly.
The fuck?
There was a
from
woman
Southie.
that worked out there, and she was like a barber. As I was going to get a coffee, she's like, yeah, because someone must have told her because I was dressed up, and yeah, that's James Jackson. He does. She's like, oh, I know who that is. Didn't Higgins call into him and JFK? And
Yep.
she's like, let me tell you right now. So I was talking with her. She's like, no way will somebody call in and say they're from. She's like, I'm from Southie. She's like, and I'm like,
Exactly.
no, I know, we know that we're from the
We
city,
know,
we
of
know.
course.
Even talking with the attorneys and stuff about it, they were laughing and said it. Like Yannetti knew, everybody knew it was
Well,
him.
that's what it's called, Jazz. It's called Southie. You don't say I'm from South Boston. You say I'm from Southie.
Yeah,
Right.
Erica picked up on that, dude. It was funny as shit, bro. We were cracking up.
Jackie, love the cartoon, huh? Yeah, I made it for the kids.
It's all about the children, buddy. What do we say? Wu-Tang is for the children.
Oh shit!
priceless,
Wu-Tang is for the
priceless.
children. Wu-Tang ain't the only ones for
Hey,
the children.
are you gonna check your text to see that that T-shirt?
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta
I'm sorry.
check
Hey,
it,
I'm
Jazz.
working here too.
I hear you, bro, but you gotta check it. It's
All
that
right, let me
dope.
check it. Let me check
Please,
it.
thank you.
Let me
That's all I
check
want, and I'll
it.
be out of here.
Check it out. Check it. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. It was pretty sweet. It was a. We were like, all
That's
of a
the
sudden we saw
playground.
that we was like, all right.
That's the
The funny thing
playground.
is, James, I was like, he
Oh,
comes in my
dude, the
room
funny
every
thing
day,
is,
as
it
you
got my
know.
name.
He comes in every day, as you know. Yo, Mikey, what up? You got any new shirts? You got any new shorts? You got any new sneakers? You got any? Right? So I said to him, Johnny, you got to step up your T-shirt game, right? Here we go. This morning, he finally stepped up his T-shirt game, and I'm proud of him. Love my
Yeah.
brother.
It's like watching a proud kid hit a home run.
Exactly.
You did it,
Yo,
dude.
I was.
Oh shit.
Finally, I was like, one for me. I don't have to spend 80 for a T-shirt, you know.
Yeah. So if anyone got any questions about yesterday, like anything they can think of, or Mikey, do you have any questions? Like someone's saying here.
Well, basically, bro, like I was saying earlier, dude, I was just trying to get a feel for how the mood was on the court. I mean, obviously it's serious. We both know what it is. Somebody's fighting for their life, but I didn't know if there was any jokes being made. How sometimes they kind of try to cut the tension a little, and like some lawyers say some crazy shit, or like any funnies or anything you can talk about.
I mean, other than, do they switch? Well, you watch it on YouTube, so I'm sure like everyone here watches the trials, that are long gamers and chats, Crawfords, Young Jerks. If you watching it, the Glera, wherever you watch it, Nurse Kim, Melanie Little, wherever you watch it. I don't know who the hell knows. Nurse Auntie Deb, wherever you watch it, shit. I don't know. You can't hear the swears, but I guess you can hear him on YouTube because they show it.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
would imagine.
yeah, the way he said, like you.
I mean,
You
they ain't
said
gonna broadcast that on NECN or anything, but
Yeah.
like
But
if
yeah,
you're
no, it
if
was
you're
not. It was just all down to business. I mean,
all business, yeah,
it's
that's a
all
good. I mean,
business, man.
that's what you want. If you're
Yeah,
fighting for your life, that's what you
yeah.
want.
You want all
That's for
business
sure.
in there. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you see someone looking crazy like he was, yeah, that's when he was like, "We can do this all day, Miss McCabe."
Yeah, I know, dude.
He
I was
was ready
dying.
for it. He knew
I
she
know.
was gonna do it, so this is what I mean. He would work. So everyone, Thursday off. There's no days off
No,
until the
no
shit's
days
over.
off. No
There's
days off.
no
And then,
days
even
off.
the judge was like, like, all right,
But
how do you call it? Rephase the question or whatever. Like, try to tell the question a different way. And
yeah, like to say
he was like
sustained or
right on
whatever.
point, bro. He was like, all right, I'm gonna say it this way instead of the
Yeah,
way. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, he was just on point yesterday, bro.
Yep.
Definitely on point. Your Uncle Jackson was
Someone,
on point.
I think right here, this comment, JoJo said a juror complained about him. I think that's probably talking about Paul. I seen that in everybody's chat. Oh, Paulo keeps sitting in the back again. Listen, here's the thing. When you're in a case like that and there's a side against a side, the other sides, if they don't like somebody, if they don't like what someone looks like,
Right.
they're gonna go to the COs and tell, right?
They're gonna,
So in a roundabout way, it's like you just gotta be there for what the right reasons. You can't be there trying to, what was the thing? Allegedly, making it a dating site and shit like that. You gotta be there for what you're there for. So I'm
yeah.
not gonna get into because I really don't know that. I don't know why he got moved over, but he got moved. He's there. I mean,
I didn't even
guess.
see that. I didn't even see
Yeah,
what you
they
were talking
moved. They
about.
moved Paul, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
Well, that's his brother, right? I mean, shit.
You
Yeah.
hope I'm feeling good anxiety wise. For a while, anxiety, yeah, anxiety. I'm good. Think I'm scared because I was there? Hall's glazed donuts, Spacey Stacy. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. The shit is wild. What are the chances, as Gail? What's the chances of the juror getting kicked off complaining about Paul? I don't think a juror got kicked off. No, I know, Mary. I know. I'm just playing with you. I don't think a juror. I heard that too, but I don't think a juror got kicked off. I saw someone say that yesterday. There was no. Well, when I was there yesterday, no juror was kicked off, from what I seen. Standing Stones has to ask, is Josie okay? Last few shows did not see her. Standing Stones, I don't know. We can only pray that one is okay, right? Because I don't know her like that. I mean, I know her as much as I know everybody in the chat. You know, life happens, man. She might have some personal things going on that she just she's doing whatever she has to do right now. I don't know. Did we lose you, Mikey? Yo. You gonna Mikey, you're gonna have to leave and come back in or something. You got some feedback. Yeah, let's see if Mikey can fix that. Right, Peppa? Is he playing bocce? I don't. It sounds like it. Sounded like it. Yeah, so I figured, you know, I'd just come on, do a live, and basically let everybody know how it was there yesterday and that we're still fighting for freedom. This is far from over. We still got to get through Brian Albert. That's going to be a good testimony. Brian Higgins, you know, Kevin from South Boston, if you're watching, you should be scared. You should be very, very scared. What you doing? You playing bocce?
No, I don't know what happened, bro. Hold on.
Yo, mute your mic.
There you are.
Yeah, but your sound is crazy.
Yeah, hold on. You hear me now?
Yeah, it still sounds the same. I'm saying you might have. Do you have like other stuff in the background playing on your phone or something?
Maybe, hold up. Let me shut it down. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, so tell the feds she is Nicole. I know. Man. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start doing more layovers for sure. Um I bought polo pajamas. Actually, I bought a pair of polo shoes, like shoes, sneaker, whatever you want to call them. And Nathan loved them. He's like, "Where'd you get those?" I'm like, "Couple polos in the bag. You want a pair? I can get you a pair." On Luna. But nah, he loved them. Told him Ralph Lauren. JFK in the chat. Cat's pajamas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was just gonna say that. So I'm gonna start doing more layovers, right? And I wanna be able to have more people, you know, like just doing my thing at night is cool, but I want to be able to do my thing in the morning time too. And you know, and things, you know, days when they don't run, our plans don't run together. Hold up, Jay. I'm gonna send you the link. Yeah. So, um, that's all. That's all we can do is basically. Oh, Mikey's back too. How you sounding?
Mic check 1 2. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro.
No, you're
Something
good
crazy shit.
now. It sounds better.
Yeah, I don't know. I was getting a lot of feedback. I don't know what the hell happened, bro. You know.
It's all good, man.
You know how
All
we roll.
good.
You know.
How does Jen look in real life? Cas Pajamas, thanks again.
Like Steven Tyler.
Shit. I know, bro. I have been flying Cessnas. Well, I tell you, you know what happened. I mean, these last 2 days were crazy. But yeah, if I can fly at night, I fly at night. If I can fly the Cessna, I'll take the Cessna. I'll fly it right in the water. One of those little what are those lake planes called?
Yeah,
Are
we'll
those
call him Cape. We call it Cape Air. We used to take him to the vineyard all the time. You know.
Yeah, you land right on the water.
6
I want to fly one of
passengers. You know what I
those.
mean? You gotta get. They weigh you before you get on the plane to make sure you get the right seat in order to balance out the plane. Yo, this shit's crazy.
Yeah, so someone asked, what does Jen McCabe, I'm trying to see, look like? What does she look like in real person? I mean, I don't know. I'm not. She all right. This is a disclaimer. I feel bad about the Steven Tyler look-alike thing because she don't look like Steven Tyler. I kind of no because I would think I was like I thought about it after, but it's like with Twitter the way mine's set up
Listen,
because I don't go
like
on
you
it like
said,
that.
bro, Game of Thrones. Game
No,
of
no, but I know it's Game
Thrones.
of Thrones, but I struck first, and I shouldn't have. Dude, I'm trying to admit I did something wrong here. Like, but some people gonna say, "Nah, it's cool, it's cool, it's funny." But I get it, it's all funny. But once you post something, you can't take it back, and
That's right. You
you
know.
think about that. She
Yep.
she looks like a normal person. She's trying to look like a soccer mom. That's what she's. You guys see her? I mean, she looks like she looks. I
She's
mean,
looking.
you know.
She's looking a little tense in the courtroom. I can tell you that, man, because like
She's looking very
obviously
close. I'll tell
anyone
you what
under
I
those circumstances would be.
I'll tell
It's
you what I
awful.
didn't like either. Hold on a second. JFK, I sent you a link in Messenger if you want to jump on the Cessna. We
What
might
up,
crash
Jay?
this. But you know what I didn't like, Mikey, was every time Jen was gonna answer something, or like Hank Brennan would just stand up. He wouldn't even be like objection. He would just stand up.
She was
And
coached.
and she knew not to say nothing after that. I'm
That's
like,
right.
this is bullshit, and he kept
Yo,
getting away.
shoot.
Like, he's not even
Dude, that's all.
objecting, he's just standing
Yeah.
up.
Just something that simple. It was like,
Yep.
all right, zip it.
It's like basically leading the witness. You're leading the witness to
Yeah.
don't say nothing else.
I'm
And
sure some of the jury saw some of that, yesterday too.
oh yeah, they did. And it's a mixture. The jury, we got a mix.
All right. We'll leave it at that,
Yeah, we got a mixture.
Yep. We already talked about that before you went on, You just
Yeah, for
Yeah, man,
sure.
it's listen, the whole thing
Fetish
is
said
just I don't know, man.
Well,
It
someone
just
said if
sucks.
you can see it, James and Fetish, Mikey, you can see the comments, right?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
All right. If you can see it, James, I hope the jurors do too. And you know
Yeah.
something, and Fetish, I think that they saw some shit yesterday that they did not agree with one bit. They didn't like it. They didn't like the way things were happening. They just like when the talk came in about why, because think about it, they're all when Alan Jackson said your sister lives there, why didn't you run up them stairs?
Yo, if that
She
was my brother, your sister,
yeah,
our mothers, our
you know,
family, dude, that would have been the first person we checked on,
any logical, any normal human being is gonna think,
I don't know, man.
fuck, my boy's out here dying that I love. on my sister's lawn. Let me go make sure let me go in my sister's house and see if we got
what's
anything to
really
help
going
them.
on?
Fuck the
Right.
baby blankets.
Yeah, what's really
Jackson
going on?
definitely asked her for her. Jackson definitely asked for her to be hostile witness in the sidebar. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine so.
Jackie, I thought we on a layover. You're flying a plane? Oh crap.
No, we are on the layover right now.
Shit. Jackie, we're in the sky. You don't see us flying?
Yeah.
We're flying at Malden Station. God damn, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. Appreciate it. Jackie Vims coming through.
No doubt.
JFK, I said it, yo, if you good, you can't jump on right now. Maybe tonight.
What up, JFK? How you doing, buddy?
Patrick, I mean, making changes. What up? No doubt. They probably have some small signals between Hank and yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just it's all coached by this time. It's the second time around. You got to be coached.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a
I'll
natural
tell you
thing,
too.
you know.
You know what was very strategic was, Pepper's walking the dog. Luna's right here. She won't leave my side because I left her yesterday. I gotta keep leaving my baby girl. You're so soft though. But yeah, she shit. What was I gonna just tell you about the court? I forget now. See, it's just been a long ass day.
Yep.
Long
Misty
night.
Mountain.
Oh yeah, Misty Mountain. Yamaha Court 50 in the Highlands, listening to Easy E.
All right.
You already know.
Rolling down the street in my 6'4".
We love you. I love you too. I love all you guys, man. Yeah, it was great too. Got mad love yesterday. Like Jay, you and I, like people was asking for you. Of course, you know that. I spoke with JFK briefly when I was leaving court yesterday. And it's just great to see that, like, that people, they're like, you know, they're coming from Texas. Like there was a girl from Texas. There was a woman from Alabama. Like there's people from everywhere that just came here, and they're like, "Yeah, we love you and JFK. We love you guys." And I'm like, "That's what's up." You know, that's dope.
Real recognize real, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Luna, what are you doing? Taking over the show, girl? Yeah, no, I get that, but it's like, man, you know, we never asked for this, and I guess that's what it comes down to. You know, we always say we let God take the wheel.
That's it, bro.
You know, goddamn James
Let somebody
Jackson
else do the driving for a while.
Jay, I don't know if you heard, Jay. People were asking me why was James Jackson in the courtroom yesterday, and I say this is my simple response to them, because it was bring your nephew to work day yesterday.
Yep.
So Uncle Alan had to bring his nephew to work, and I got to watch my uncle in action. Shit was fire. That's why.
That shit's too funny, bro.
Right? I thought of that too when we just went live.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you? I'd expect nothing less.
Indy loves you too. What's that? Indiana? Yes, JFK does play some good music. He knows.
Yep. When you know, you know.
Yes. I heard you get yelled at when you called me this morning. He's usually up by now. Because when he called me, I was like, hello. I don't know what time it was, bro. I forgot. He's mad. Man. Jump on. If you
What
can.
time did you get home last night?
You mean this morning?
Oh, this
morning.
morning.
No. It was late.
Yeah, it was a late night.
It was late.
I think I talked to you like 9 o'clock last night, and you said you definitely sounded like you were definitely kicking it. That's for sure. And You said you were gonna try to call me back, but I figured you were busy, you know, and I
Yeah,
didn't hear
it
from
was
you.
so intense because as soon as you would get through talking through a whole crowd of people you just met, a whole car would pull up and it would meet this crowd and it start all
Right.
over. So it was
Right.
just like,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
even when I started talking to you last night, there was mad people trying to talk to you at the same time. I was like, all
yeah,
right,
you
you
heard
know,
it.
do your thing.
Yeah. Same with Jay when I was on the phone with him too. It was very hard to talk on the phone, and that's anybody that tried to call me or text me. Usually I get back to you. It was very hard last night, and then this
Yeah,
morning. That's why
I
I was like,
figured.
you know what? When I see my inbox, I'm like, I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna do a live, and if people have any questions they want to ask me or anything, talk
Yeah,
about this. We're gonna talk about it, and that's just That's why we're doing right now. That's why we're here.
that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
But Uncle, oh wait, love James Jackson, nephew extraordinaire. Thank you. Hope my uncle feels that way. He was dying laughing, man. The
Oh, I'm
whole
sure,
Higgins
dude.
thing. He's like,
I'm
and then
sure.
he walked away, right? He walked away after we were talking, like to go do something, but he was still talking to me. And then he starts dying laughing, and he goes, "What did he say again? He was decorated guy or something." I go, "Decorated guy." I go, "He said he was a decorated." He goes, "Dude." He said like dude or something. And the way he said that shit.
Yo, let me ask you something. Where's Uncle Alan Jackson from originally?
Oh shit, huh?
Where's Uncle Jackson from originally?
He's from LA.
L.A. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from the West Coast.
West
West
Coast.
Side?
They always say it's the best coast, but I don't know about that. But whatever.
Well, if he had a nickel for every time he heard that,
I know, right?
I
I
mean,
know.
he likes it out here. He's probably gonna end up moving out here. Yeah, right. I'm sure Uncle Al can't wait to get back there.
I'm sure. You
You
know.
know.
I'm
But
sure.
yeah,
Southern
man.
California compared to Boston, you know, like weather wise, it's just a whole different ball game, buddy. You know.
Yeah.
Although we are experiencing some dope weather today, like I said, I'm sitting down in the club right now, just chilling, kicking it with you, and
Oh
it's a
yeah, it's
beautiful
nice
day in
out.
the
It's
neighborhood.
definitely nice. I heard it was gonna rain out here later, but who
Yeah, that's
knows?
what
It's
yeah,
nice.
I kind of heard that too. I'm kind of worried about Erica's party getting smashed with
Oh, it's
rain, but
outside.
yeah, I mean,
Ah,
she
you'd be
like
all right.
Anthony's turning 4, bro, so he's got a bunch of kids coming. We just went to the T-ball game, yo. That shit was funny as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Little kids hitting off the tee, yo. They just, yo, he got his first haircut yesterday too, James. By the way,
Oh
Anthony.
yeah, that's dope.
We had to take him.
I remember bringing Jaden to do that.
Yeah, we were like, yo, if you get your first haircut, you can go to Chuck E. Cheese, and he was like, he sat in like a gentleman, bro. He did it. He wasn't scared. You know, his
Nice.
father got one. Johnny got one yesterday, so it was funny, bro. It's
Yeah.
good shit, you know.
Yeah, you know who was there too? It's Krowski, the senior. He's like Brennan's boy. He just sits there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He just sits there. And then there's the guy that looks like Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know if you see him. He looks like, you know what I'm talking about? He
I
does kind
do.
of, right?
He does definitely.
He sits right next to him. He's like
What's he,
a
like a consultant or something?
I think he was like I want to say like he's like a prosecutor too for
Yeah, probably.
he's like high up prosecutor. I'm like, okay.
Right. Yeah, he's probably definitely helping out with the investigation team. You know.
Yeah, see, yeah, he's just exactly you would have seen him. You're the first person I thought of when they told me. But it was great as far as like hosting wise and stuff like that. I didn't expect anything different than I didn't expect anything different from Senior has been Brennan's mentor for decades. Yeah, and it's weird because he still just kicks it with him. But yeah, so I didn't expect anything different for them to be a host, and like it was just so great. Like everything was set up. We got there. Like I said, she had the pad so your ass wasn't killing you from sitting on them benches,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
snacks, lunch was set. Everything was just perfect. Everything was
Right.
very Like I appreciate, you
It's
know,
definitely
that.
a long day, man. It's definitely a long
Yeah,
day.
but you know, like to put it like this, I appreciate it as far as re the respect, like that they trusted me to
Respect,
be in.
trust, you
Yeah, yeah,
know,
and just be there
absolutely.
with them. Like, no, I'm not gonna. This guy's not gonna get out of line, because there's people that will say, "What the hell is this kid doing here?" You
Yeah,
know.
no doubt.
But I respect that they trusted me to be there. Number one, and then just how they treated me. They treated me like it was so warming and just welcoming. It's like, for these people to think that anyone is like, um, "Hey, Kelly, I was just talking about you." There she is. I was talking about how, you know, you would be the pick if we had to do the Survivor, because you just had the snacks, the seats, and you just treated me like really respectful.
That's
And
what's up, man.
it
You
was
know?
great. It was a great day. I had a great day with you and your family yesterday, and I got to see what you guys been seeing, and it's just wild. Like,
It's unbelievable.
to think that, you know, that Karen is capable of masterminding this, and Mr. Reed is lying. Like when I started the show and I said to you when I was talking with him, and he said, you know, I would just probably say, because I told him how much I respected him for what he was doing, and he said, you know, I'm just doing what any dad would do.
Yeah, right.
And I said, no, not any dad. Like, trust me, from, you know,
No,
my,
from
not any dad.
experience.
Yeah, you're doing what
From
it just.
experience.
And so, you know, just speaking with these people, they're not those kind of people. He's not gonna lie. Like, that's why that clip I have, I answer to a different maker at my age. Like, they're great people. So, and you know, um, yeah, Kelly Reed's in the chat. Everybody say hello to Kelly.
What's
She's
up,
working
Kelly?
too.
How are ya?
Peace signs
Hope
to
you're having a
Kelly.
great Saturday.
Yes, Kelly. I hope you are enjoying your day. Nathan said, "Do you ever stop?" Yeah, it was a good time yesterday. Your family, it was very welcoming and warming to me. It was great.
Well,
Oh,
like, you know, God puts people in places for a reason, and you know, I thought yesterday you did what you were supposed you know, you were where you were supposed to be, and like I said, man, I'm proud of you, brother. Proud of you.
yeah, man. I mean, where I'm at in my life today is totally different than where I
Oh my
was.
God, dude! It's just it's like such a 360 compared to where we were. You know, even even 3 or 4 years ago. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's, you know, God works in mysterious ways. They say. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah,
I truly believe that. You know, it's just trying to live as righteous as possible today, man. You know,
yeah, you got to, and can't go
thought. You
backwards,
know,
bro.
no,
Definitely can't
bro,
go backwards. I don't got
no,
time for
man.
that. That's why, like, with my stuff going on, and you know, my courts, you know, at least they're over with. But
Yeah.
just to have to go through that and deal with
Yeah,
that
man.
for
Like I
what,
said,
man?
we already, we didn't talk about it too much. Obviously, I don't want to lay
Yeah,
too
yeah,
much out there, but like, even the situation that I've gotten, found myself in, it's just come October, I hope everything works out the way it's supposed to, and I'm pretty sure it will as long as I keep living righteous, bro.
yeah. You'll be all right, bro.
I think
I'll
so
make
too,
sure.
brother.
I'm gonna
I
stay
think
on
so
your
too.
ass.
You know,
Pause if
it's just a
necessary.
shame that like, somebody like you said, like you call a friend for 40 years is just like, will turn their back on you because of
Bro, it's what it
their
is
own
now.
insecurities. You know what I mean?
But
It's just wild, bro.
yeah, I mean, it's that. It could
It's
be that their
wild.
own insecurities, but I think it's also because they don't want to take responsibility. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to take
No,
responsibility
you're
for
right.
their
And
whack
you know
ass
what? Why should
behavior
I, as a
sometimes.
grown man, take responsibility for another grown man's decision?
That
You know what I'm
shit's for the
saying?
birds, bro.
Yeah. Throw it up. Thank you.
Yep, that shit is for the birds. It's crazy.
Like I said, bro, you already know. We
Let's see
already
what's up.
discussed this, and thank God you've been a blessing in my corner for this because at least I know I can talk to you about all this shit, bro, and just get a real perspective from it. You know what I mean? You don't sugarcoat nothing, and it's welcome into my world right now. The way I'm trying to live and the way y'all live in, you know, it's just
Yeah,
wild
man.
shit, bro. It's wild shit. You know, wild shit, bro. Never thought in a million years, you know, somebody I've known for 40 years would turn their back on me like they did. But
Yeah,
thank God I
nah.
still have a few people in my corner like yourself and my brother and my family.
Right.
You
So
know,
that's
like
like you
you're my
said,
brother
bro.
too. I consider you my brother. You know what I mean? Like there's no ifs, ands, or about it, bro. You're my fucking brother for life, and you know that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's all about where you pick off from where you left off. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have maybe haven't kicked it for a little while, but you know what, dude? When we see each other, it's nothing but love and respect, and that's what it's all about. You know?
Life is about choices. Look at this. Diane Gallagher said, Mikey, life is about choices. You are here because of your choices now. Embrace your hard work and respect it.
Yep.
And
No
respect it
doubt.
brings 100. Yeah.
No doubt about
Thank
that.
you, Diane.
Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that.
JFK said he is scared of courthouses. He runs from them. He hides from them.
I hear you, Jay. I don't like him either, brother.
Hey, bro. I hear that shit.
I feel
Do
you,
better
brother.
in the air.
Yo,
I'm
because
here
we've all been
for
on the other
real.
side, so we know.
Oh,
I
shit.
hear you, man. I ain't trying to
Right?
be in no courthouse either.
Jay, I can't go nowhere without knowing someone in a courthouse. I walk in, the first person I see is one of the old CEOs that used to
CEOs
work
from
at Cambridge.
Cambridge.
He's like, "Yo, what's
Yo.
up, man? You doing good?" I'm like, I guess so. I'm here, right? I wouldn't be here. I'm not here for me." But no, it
It's
was
like, yo,
cool.
I'm
Like,
walking in the front door, not up from the balcony. You know what I
yeah, no,
mean?
they seen who I was walking in with. He
Yeah.
respected that.
You
He
ain't
knew,
walking in from the bullpen, that's for sure.
right? Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
coming from
shit, dude.
upstairs, downstairs.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy how life works, man.
Shit. When yeah, wait till that's another thing. It would have been a good day if Higgins was on the stand because
Oh, yo, you were there for that, too. You would have been there for that. It would have been perfect.
yeah,
Well, that's what we were talking about before you even went there. That, you know, it could have been that, you know, it could have been his turn up on the witness stand. You know what I mean? But obviously, your uncle was going in hard on this. So, you know,
yeah. Is it worth it with hold on. Is it worth it with Higgins? I don't know. I don't need smoke with the ATF. I
no,
hear you, man.
no,
And that's where
definitely not.
at this point though, I mean, the smoke's gonna come regardless if I think it's gonna happen no matter what, but I don't think it's like don't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's what I kept telling them in the buffer zone yesterday. Like when I walked by, I say, listen, that's how I live by this now. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. And that goes with anything. Don't start nothing with anybody on the street, you won't have problems. Don't start nothing with me and we won't have. It's just I get it. No, I get it. YouTube isn't this is all entertainment purposes. I get that. But that's what I'm saying.
Yes, I hear
Being
you,
there
Jay.
is
You're right.
different.
It's a totally different experience, you know?
Right.
Totally
And
different, especially if you're on the other side. It's like, oh, the misery.
well, especially when yeah, you know, my uncle's gonna jack him up, or Yannetti, one of them's gonna go in on him, and
You
then
know?
he's gonna look straight. Whoever's with that team that just went in on him, and I get that. So does it make sense? I don't know. Would I want to be there? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I would
Well,
like to see play this out to the end to see, Karen be set free of this bullshit. And if that means by doing something if like just my presence is gonna do that, that's simple, right? Our
yeah,
presence right on here, that when we do these shows and we talk to you guys and we've been saying stuff that we know our experiences in the courtrooms and just in life in general. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I have to think more about that. But I think he's going to be getting called probably soon, I would say. But that's what I was going to say real quick. When I said, what was I going to say? Remember how we saw Jen testify? It was like I've been saying, the strategies they were pulling. Then they put that woman, talking about the blood levels, that she worked for the state police. And they dumbed it down. So like, because the jury all day, like Hank Brennan, he's looking right at, he sees their faces. So he knew
Good,
it
honey.
was
How are
like,
you?
basically,
Beautiful.
yeah, Mikey, good looking out. You got your mute button right there.
I know. I'm
No?
sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Somebody walked into the club, bro.
No, but so
My
I
bad,
just
bro.
think,
My
no,
bad.
I'm just fucking. I think that was a strategy where then he brought Lally. I'm like, this dude. As soon as I'm like, damn, I forgot how boring Lally's ass was. Lally's up there and he's just asking questions like this, that, and it's like, man, this shit. I get it, like the levels, but then even with the 5 minutes that David Yannetti got, he broke down. Okay, so you got those results from a different lab, you're saying? Yes. So they could have, you're telling me it was tested by someone else, then sent to you to be tested. I mean, bro, look at Annie Dukin that worked for the state police. Look at all
Yo,
the cases that got overturned because of her.
I was
I
part
got
of
off
that
on a,
case,
yeah.
dude.
I
I'm
had a
watching
charge with her
Netflix
back
one
in the
day, right?
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm watching Netflix, that whole story, dude. How to fix a drug scandal on Netflix. If anyone hasn't seen it, check it out because it's pretty intense, right? They were just signing off on drug tests without even checking the drugs, dude. You know, like I got a letter in the mail saying you've been exonerated. I was like, I
Yeah,
did,
yeah, I know when you got that, like, 'cause I
yeah,
got it too, and I was like, "Oh, it's good to know I got exonerated now
right.
after I," you know what I'm saying?
After I
Did a
did
little
18
6
months,
months.
thank
Yeah,
you.
crazy.
You're gonna
But,
give me that 18 months back? I should get like some type of retribution from that?
yeah, but, at the end of the day, it just goes to show you the corruption and
Yeah,
and it's
corruption.
good how that, because when it
Yo,
ended like that, that's what I said. I'm like, that was the first thing I brought up was when we were leaving, and I'm like, I said, Annie Dukin, like, she had the same position as this woman. And Mikey, Mikey, mute that.
You like anybody tonight?
Mute that. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so I don't know. Shit's just crazy. It's Mass is crazy for that one with trying to say that she works for the state police. She does, the testing of the blood alcohol levels, and I get you got all these PhDs and you got this and you got that, and that's all good. That's great. That must look great hanging up on the wall. I don't have any of that shit. I graduated from boot camp. I don't know nothing about levels and all that, but what is all that gonna matter at the end of the day? It's like, I get it. You want to prove that she was under the influence, right? Or is that what you're trying to do? Like, she's under the influence, but is that really going to hold weight? And I don't think it does. I just think that was a strategic move. Let me bring this um, witness in next after the shit show they just seen with Jen McCabe. Let me try to calm things down and bore the shit out of them. We'll throw Lally up there too. I mean, come on, man. It was just it was like playing chess in there. And like I said, I think we won yesterday. Not won, but we had a good day, I'll say. We had a good day in court. But yeah, man.
hey James, Butchie Wrestle says, "What's up?"
What's up, Butchie?
Yeah, I was just talking to him real quick.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
How long
how
are you
it
gonna be
goes down here,
there
buddy.
for, Mikey?
What's up?
How long are you gonna be there for?
I am gonna be here until probably another half hour or so, bro, and then I was gonna go by Erica's,
Oh yeah,
eat
yeah,
something.
yeah.
If you're down to eat something, man,
Yeah,
I'll
just
come scoop you
send
up.
me a message when you just text me about that shit.
Yeah, yeah, I'll come scoop
Yeah.
you up if you want to eat, dude. Like I said yesterday, we were at Erica's making meatballs and a ton of food and shit, and I like contributed all that to Anthony's party yesterday. My cousin was so happy, dude.
Yeah, that's dope. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me
she
read
was
this
so
comment,
happy.
Mikey.
I don't
Sorry.
do it for her. I do it for myself. You know what I mean? Just to make myself feel better. You know?
Yeah, no, that's what's up. Keep yourself
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah. You know how we.
James, Lisa Davy, James, you are not your birth certificate. You are a spiritual being living a temporary human experience. That gaslighting is at a point expected.
Yep.
I mean, I really don't know what do you mean, yup? You understood that shit? I'm sorry, listen, no, this disclaimer, like I'm not saying it like that. I don't understand what that
Yo,
means. I read it.
I was talking to Butchie. Sorry.
Oh, good. Yo, perfect timing. No, all right,
He
so
was like, "I'll catch you later." I go, "Yep."
shit. God damn, Jay.
My bad, bro. You know how it is when you're
Oh,
down here, bro. You know what I
no,
mean?
Lisa, so I I I think that's a compliment, but I really don't. James,
Hold
you
on.
are not
Let me
your
read that
birth.
shit, bro. Let me
Yeah,
read that.
you read that shit. Break
Hold on,
that down. Hold up. He
James.
said,
You are a birth.
I am
You are
saying
a.
courts
Hold on.
gaslit.
You
I'm
are
just saying.
not a birth certificate. You are a spiritual being living in a temporary human experience. The gaslighting at this point is expected. Okay. So basically, she's saying what I got out of it would be that because of how you're trying to live your life and being righteous as you are and, fighting for your own causes and for other people's causes, there's not too many people like that out in the world right nowadays. And, you know, haters are going to hate, and that's to be expected.
Yeah, no, I
Make sense?
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Lisa, no, I know it was she basically saying like
Yeah. I don't
a
think it was
compliment. I
anything.
know you was
Yeah, it
because
was
I know
definitely
you
a
would never
compliment.
say nothing crazy to me, and I hope
No,
you
it was
wouldn't in any
just,
way. But
hey, we're from Malden. You know what I mean? We got to take
yeah,
everything
we
in
got.
stride.
I mean, it's deep. You're a deep thinker. That's a great compliment. I might have to use
Absolutely.
that one. I have to
No doubt.
screenshot it because I'll never remember how to say that.
No, but,
But it's different. It's all good. It's all love.
you know.
Oh, Luna, you ain't no piece of paper, girl. You know.
So now getting back to the courtroom yesterday, what you went in there? What time did they start court? I was like what after a little
Ev-
after 9. I know that
yeah,
much.
everything was on schedule. One
Okay.
second, Drea. One day I will share with you and JFK my Commonwealth story. You will puke, but not be shocked. Scum is protecting all who you know this town. Gross. You guys help me heal.
Yep.
Drea, that's
I hear
awesome.
you.
But it's not
Listen,
awesome your situation that happened. I'm saying I'm glad that you're healing from that
that's right.
situation. I'm
That's
glad that
right.
JFK and I, Mikey, anybody that you see
Anybody.
us in these boxes with can help you feel better and out of that
Nothing but
place.
peace and
That's
love,
what's up.
man. Nothing but peace and
And
love,
I
bro.
appreciate the chat, the
Mhm.
super chat.
I mean, because I'm sure a few people in this chat have been through some of the shit that they don't want to really get into, and it's just part of life, I guess. You know what I mean? And makes you stronger as a person. It makes your beliefs stronger. Makes you a better human being. Try to do right by other people. It's just trying to live righteous every day, man. Get on that freaking floor and thank my knees. Get on my knees. Thank God every single day that I'm alive, bro.
Right.
For real.
So go ahead, Mikey. I'm sorry I cut you off. You asked me how the scheduling was,
Yeah,
right?
I was basically asking you. Everything went according to schedule. They were pretty much on point. I obviously we talked about the tension in the courtroom earlier. Obviously it's somebody fighting for their life, so everybody's going to be on point. How did you get a feel for the jury? Like, how was the jury like taking it all in? You know what I mean? Like, were they in tune, or were some of them lackadaisical? You think, or were they kind of locked in?
I think they were just I think they're locked in. I think
Yeah.
they're very in tune to it. They're interested. Like I
Okay.
said, we got a diversity of, different ages, people,
Right.
you know, I, and it just seemed like it seems like a good jury. It seems like we have
Okay.
a good
Good.
jury.
Yeah. Good.
Um,
That's all you can ask for.
yeah. And then I seen someone asking about, and then you said something about the time. And so the time,
Yeah.
everything was pretty much on schedule. As
Yeah.
far as I know, I don't know, maybe it wasn't, but it felt like it was for me as far as court, how courts can be.
Yeah,
Um,
no, well, see, dude, I had a different experience, like I said, obviously with the
yeah,
federal
yeah,
shit.
that's different, bro.
You
That
know,
I'm
yeah, like everything, like when they say 1:30, you have to be there 1:30. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah, I
get
get
there
that.
at
That, but
9 and then
1:30,
wait, yeah,
that's
four and a
different.
half hours and sit around waiting for shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was
So
just curious about that. You know what I mean? That's
good,
good.
good U.S. citizen James. Why was there such a long recess in court yesterday? Was it?
I do honestly, I don't even remember because,
I
like I
didn't
said,
think it was that long. We had You talking about when we broke for lunch? Good U.S. citizen. I mean, I don't think it was that long. If it was,
well, that's not on you, buddy.
yeah, no. I mean, like I said, it was bring your nephew to work day, so
That's right.
I can't control. We working too. I can't control that.
That's right. Fresh dressed, you know?
Oh shit! Look at JFK got you. Oh.
Calm the fuck down. You're right.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
God
Calm the fuck
damn!
down. All
You
right.
gotta say pause if necessary. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You got caught. You got caught. It's all right. I do it all
Hey,
the time to his ass.
dude, I don't give a shit, bro. I hit my knees every single day, bro.
I know.
Thank,
You
and I'm
got to,
grateful.
bro.
I am
But I
grateful to
mean,
be
by
alive. I'm
yourself, right?
grateful to be here, man. You know, for real.
Yeah, no, hey, it's all love, man.
Yeah.
It's just the disclaimer's got to come out in the chat sometimes,
Yeah, no
man.
doubt. I would
I threw
expect
one out there
nothing
earlier. I
less.
said something. I said pause if necessary.
No
I
doubt.
forget what I said, but I'll try to keep that now. I mean, growing up, we never. You remember this? I think we were in New York or coming back one time, and I'm like, because that's where like most of this pause if necessary. It started. I think it. I don't really remember that shit growing up. So I said to
No.
JFK, we never had to say pause if necessary because we never said no shit that we needed to say pause if necessary. You know what I mean? But now, like you say, I just get on my knees every day. I understood what you meant. He understood what you meant.
Yep.
But these young kids will say,
No, I know.
"Yo,
I
what
know.
you got on your knees? Damn,
Yep.
that's wild, son. Was
That's
Diddy
right.
there? Like,
Yep.
come on, bro. It's
Was he
like,
the baby oil
come on,
breaking
bro. I
out?
was just talking. I was just telling you how I turned my life over to God, and you got to bring it there. Talk about P Dip, like shit is crazy. But yeah, so you got to throw that pause in the
Well,
disclaimer.
yeah, you know what, though? That's young ignorance. They'll get there eventually.
Damn, man.
That's good shit right there.
Disclaimer.
That's good shit right there. You gotta love it.
Jackie said, disclaimer. Go ahead, Jackie. Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
How you doing?
Keeping it light.
I hear you.
Jackie, thank you. I appreciate you. You already know.
That's
Where's
funny,
Blue
Jeff.
42?
Yo, I was dying.
Where's Blue 42? Oh, I thought she was in the chat. Blue 42, is she okay? She burned her hand really bad.
Bird? I don't know about anything
No,
about
no,
that.
no.
But...
This is one of our people in the chat. We call her. She's Blue 42 because
Okay.
that's her new username. But I don't know. Someone was asking about Josie. Like I said, you guys are just we come in here. We all feel like I don't talk to people on the outside of the like. She could have some outside stuff going on that is her life. I don't really get involved with that. So can only pray that she's okay, right? I know she does. She does some wild, and she's sleepwalking. I ain't gonna talk about it because she's not here, and she knows. Blue 42 already knows. Blue 42, it's okay. She will forget about. JFK, calm the fuck down. Oh man, she's gonna forget about the pain. Yeah, tomorrow she won't even remember it happened. But she'll be
Right.
back in here like nothing happened. So she's
That's
good.
right. Couple
She's good.
30, she'll be all right.
Disclaimer on that. I
Yep.
don't know if she's doing that, but she couldn't be all right. Josie's on
Oh,
vacation. See, there you go. Whoever asked earlier, Josie's on vacation far away. Well, that's great. That is great. It's nice. Vacations are good, And that's the thing, man. It's like, I bet you, like, you got to think this whole shit with Karen going on, she can't even think like that right now, man.
No.
She can't plan vacation.
She
And I
couldn't
guess,
even
like, she,
vacation after a vacation. You shouldn't me.
yeah, but, you know, the thing too is, like, that's something she used to love to do, like, go on vacations, I guess. You know, allegedly, she used to love going on vacations and.
Couldn't even imagine being in her situation right now, dude. Really, you
For
know.
real. And, you know, I mean, like I said, I think this is gonna be it. I really do. I feel like this is gonna be it after this this trial's over with. I think this is gonna be the last one that we're gonna have to see, and this is gonna be the year that we called it 2025. Free Karen Reed is gonna be for real.
What if in the beginning, dude, she just copped a plea? You think she'd be out by now?
Well, you're saying if there was a deal in the beginning?
Right.
I mean, shit. Do you think there was a deal in the beginning?
I want to say, dude, I can only speculate. You know what I mean?
But I'm
I was
saying,
just,
I'm asking you a question. Do you think that they had an offer in the beginning for her, a deal? There was a
I
plea?
mean, what if they threw a 3 to 5 at her and just was like, you know what, you know,
I
and
think
now
they did.
here we are 3 years later.
But bro, I
With
think
good
that,
time and all the
yeah,
bullshit
yeah,
that
yeah.
comes with it.
I get where you're
You
going
know,
with it
I don't
because,
know.
but check this out. We used to cop out to shit like that because we had no other, we had
Yeah,
no,
we didn't have alternatives,
we
right?
didn't have an alternative. We didn't have the support. We didn't, whatever the cause, whatever the case was.
Money,
Maybe it started from a young age of a juvenile and just thinking that was the right thing to do.
right?
And you know, like even when I panicked last 2 weeks ago in court and with some deal I never heard of, JFK will tell you I had to call him. Why
Yeah,
would she ever cop to something she didn't do? So that
no, I
makes
hear
me
you.
believe that even more. You
I
know,
know.
like that Karen's doing this because she believes in her innocence,
Yeah,
and that's why.
you definitely don't take it to the hoop if you know you're innocent. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
There it is, right there. Kelly Reed, she would
yep,
never,
ever
ever,
good.
ever
Yeah,
take a plea
that's
deal
what's up. Then
ever.
you know. Then there it is.
And that's what it is, and that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
if
like I
she,
said, I was just curious
but
about
yeah, yeah,
the,
no, I
the
get it
question.
because
Yeah,
people do question. Oh, if she took the deal in the beginning, she would be out by now. But
right,
why would she do that? I get it.
right,
I get what you're saying. If 3 years gone by, she'd be probably home if she took the deal. But no, why are you gonna cop to something you didn't do? And
yeah,
that just
and
tells me,
obviously that's 3 years you can't get back. You know what I mean?
yeah. But if you know you didn't do this,
No,
you're
no
gonna
doubt.
fight it. But I mean, I get it. It gets scary in there, so I can see why you question that. But she's ready, man. She's definitely ready to.
Yeah, it looks like
Um,
it. I mean, God bless her, really.
you know what I got from Karen too yesterday was like she's very smart. Like I could see her being an attorney after this. She's
Oh, I'm
starting to
sure.
know,
I
she's
mean,
very in tune to like what's going on and getting to be up there now with the sidebars and hearing what they're saying. Like she's really into this case. Like this is her case. She's fighting it. And I think
yeah,
that's
man.
great.
Like I was saying to you earlier about the sidebar shit, dude. When they call it like when it's about yourself and you're, you like you said, you're trying to fight for your life, dude. You definitely want to hear what's being said. You
Yeah,
definitely do. It's like,
absolutely.
you know, but that's a whole nother issue. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get where I gotta
JFK
go.
said,
You already know.
Kelly, tell Karen to watch the 11:58 mark at the waterfall video. Jen seen everything and was acting panicked. So I'm gonna see, Jay, if I have some of that right here.
As you sit here today?
Yes.
Okay. Eventually.
Don't remember them squaring off. Like I said, I just watched the video. I don't remember it from that night, and I didn't really pay attention. It looked like foolish, like guys. Just I don't even know how to describe it.
From your perspective, having watched the video, it appeared that they squared off on each other and sort of took a fighting stance.
I didn't look at it that in depth, so I could not say that.
Did you see them walk up to each other and grapple with one another?
So
Like they were punching each other.
Right.
I get that. When they grapple with one another, like faking punches to each other.
I don't know.
Almost like sparring a little bit.
I don't honestly know.
But you did see
I saw them together. It's blurry and they're kind of, I don't know really what they're doing.
Okay, but they weren't standing there holding hands for
Oh, God, no. No.
They weren't on their phones, right?
They were engaging with each other playfully, grabbing at each other. I don't really engaging with each other playfully, grabbing at each other. I don't really
playfully grabbing at each other, play fighting. Correct. That's my point.
I'd have to watch the video to categorize it as play fighting.
You don't have that in your head?
I didn't know. It was a quick clip. I wasn't like focusing on Brian and Brian. I was just identifying that was myself in the video, and there was Miss Reed. And I believe Miss Reed actually did some play fighting to Matt.
There was, in fact, to Matt?
Yeah, I feel like she was about like this to Matt at one point. Yeah, in the video.
Punches to each other.
So, Jay, you mean to tell me she remembered that little clip, but she didn't remember anything else? She didn't see these two? She didn't see this?
Nicole, Caitlin, everybody went over to 34 Fairview at the end of the night.
Yes.
Correct? The bar closed at, I'm guessing, midnight.
Okay.
Is that right?
I think we were wrapping up around then. I don't know what time it actually closes.
When you left Waterfall, the people that were still there included Matt, your husband, and John O'Keefe. Is that right?
Yes.
You walked out with Karina Kolakithis and Karen Reed.
Yes.
And you said to Miss Reed something along the lines of, "You're coming with me," correct?
I said, "Why don't you come with me?"
Okay, fair enough. You were prompting her to join you for the ride over to 34 Fairview. Is that right?
Yes.
There was, in fact, to Matt.
Yeah, I feel like she was about like this to Matt at one point. Yeah, in the video.
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
But this case is a little different.
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
Boom. So there it is. I mean, that's some of the clips. But if she could remember that little bullshit when Karen did that. So Kelly says she remembers Karen throwing jabs. Exactly. She remembers Karen throwing jabs at Matt and nothing else. Tell me you watched this video on repeat without telling me you watched this video on repeat. Exactly. Exactly, Kelly. I said that to... What I do? I chopped it up. The timestamps, yeah, I was jumping around, but I wasn't chopping it up for that comment. I get what you're saying, though. I get it. But that's what I'm saying, Kelly. She remembered that little part, and she didn't remember seeing any of this. Like,
I don't know.
Almost like sparring a little bit.
Yeah, I don't.
They notice punching each other.
Right.
hold up. She don't remember none of this.
I did not see that. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't even see it on the video.
I saw them on the video.
Yeah, 11:50.
Grabbing at each other. I didn't see stances or.
You don't remember
but
this?
Again, I didn't pay much attention to it.
And that's your best memory as you sit here today?
Yes.
Okay. Eventually, you, your husband, Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, Nicole, Caitlin, everybody went over to 34 Fairview.
Yeah, man, it's just wild. No, I get it. She's seen all of this, man. And to think that she's like, out of all the witnesses, I would say, like, they watch. She's the main witness. I would say the main one that watches every show. She got all her little, Santa's helpers. She's got people getting couches and, giving Hank Brennan content creators names. This shit's weird, the stuff she's got going on. But to say, like, I don't remember this part of the video, I don't remember that, that's bullshit. Like, every time Alan Jackson would ask her a question. She would say, I don't remember, but if I could see, maybe I could. So, and then when he would, here you go, here's the receipt. She's like, well, I didn't say it like that. Oh, so this cop was lying, that cop was lying, this cop was lying. Mind you, all these cops are your friends. So all of them just decided to make up lies about you? Come on, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Brenda, thank you. James, you're the best. Karen is lucky to have you in a corner, and the family was proud to have you there. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. He should play 1158 as much as they can. Yeah, because it shows her, and I don't know if I have that actual. Let me see, Jay. I might be able to pull the whole video of the waterfall. But basically, what I think you're referring to, what JFK is referring to, is the part where Jen's going back and forth. She was up John's ass, then she's over to them, to the pit bulls, then she's back and forth to John. She knew something was, she heard whatever was going down. That's why I don't know what you call it, and she did all that weird behavior. Yeah, so I think that's what JFK is talking about, that part. I don't know if I have that video. This one.
How wild would that be? If they ask him, sir, do you go by any aliases?
Making friends there.
Are you familiar with the program called the JFK Show? I believe it's 39,000 feet above your heads. Who's that? Have you ever watched that show, sir?
And when this journey's finally
did you ever pretend to be someone named Kevin from South Boston? Does that ring a bell to you, sir? And I'm fucking serious. I'm fucking serious about this shit. Play the clip. Play the clip. You're wrong. Play that clip for the jury to hear. If he denies that shit, and then you play that clip, the jury's gonna be like, that's fucking Higgins. You're fucking Higgins, bro. This is Higgins. They're gonna be like, you're Higgins. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong. Play the clip. And if he lies on the stand about that, they're gonna assume everything he's saying is lying. Like, bro, that's clearly you. You're a decorated dude. Are you not? Like, come on. So somebody else just called up and you're on it. What? So this is the kind of guy you are, Higgins. You're the kind of guy who's so insecure and worried that you watch random YouTube shows and just are like, this is what you do, and then you call in to defend your honor because no one else will defend you. Dude, play the clip. Play it. I'm serious. Play that fucking clip.
Well, JFK and James reenact the waterfall. We can say that all of us are friends. We stood proud and all of us stood tall, while those around us said you're wrong.
You're wrong.
We stood our
murderers like the Canton Police Department.
Murderers like the Canton Police Department. And James' reenactment of the waterfall.
Come on. Come on.
There's a place where everybody goes.
How wild would that be?
Yeah, so that was a different video, obviously, chopped up. Your camera's off, Mikey, just so you know. All right. But anyway, that is, I know what you're referring to, the part where she was back and forth with them. All right. Mikey, you want to talk? You can see the chat.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go and use the restroom.
No, it's all good. I'm asking if you can see the chat.
Hold on. Let me see. Chat with everyone in the studio. Hold on, buddy. Yeah, I can. Now I can. Hold on. Wait. Where we at? The last one, I understand about hate in court.
No, you can. I'm just saying you can read some if you want. It don't. I mean, you can talk to the people. I'm going to
Yeah, when they pop up, I can see it. I guess now I can. You know.
Yeah, I'm just looking for something real quick.
Dude, honestly, I didn't hear the last fucking 3-4 minutes, so I don't know where you're at right now.
No, I'm looking for. Yes, I'm just letting you know. I'm looking for
All right,
the
hold on.
video.
Oh,
I
hold
don't
on.
got it yet, Jay. JFK sending me a video. Hold on.
That's right. Sometimes doors close and other doors open. You're goddamn right they do.
What is going on? I don't got it, man.
All tanned up, not even summer yet. I hear you. That's what we do, Cacciatore. That's the Italian blood running through my veins. It's olive oil, not blood.
Yeah, it's that Italian shit, huh?
Yeah, you know, buddy. You already know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this.
Well, you got that blood too, bro. You got that Portuguese
Italian
blood.
and Portuguese blood, bro.
That's right.
Portuguese is great.
That's what I'm saying, you know?
Pause is
Like we stay
necessary.
dark, we stay dark all the way until the winter, you know what I mean?
I don't have it, Jay. It's not in my email.
What happened? He tried to send you a video?
Yeah, he's got the full version of the waterfall.
Oh, okay.
But
right.
or the clip that he wanted me to show Kelly.
Oh.
I mean, it just speaks for itself, and you know, at this point, he can call Jen back in. So hopefully he'll call back because she said she don't.
Yeah,
she
well,
don't
let me
remember any of that.
James, let me ask you something. What's gonna happen Monday now? Is she gonna go back on the stand or is she done?
No, they're done with her for now.
Okay, I didn't see the end of it yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, so who's up next then?
Hold on one second. The woman she works for the state police. She does the one that bored the shit out of you at the end.
Oh, right.
Little
Okay.
strategic movie pull.
Right. Okay. Okay, I gotcha.
I'm gonna do this one more time. You can, talk to the people, whatever. Learning on the fly tip. Learning on the fly tip. That's how we do.
That's how we do.
On the fly tip. Now I gotta pull it up.
Please pass the power. Combos in the kitchen. Coming out soon, honey. Next week.
Yeah, everybody in the chat.
Next week.
Mikey got his own channel he's trying to start, so why don't
basically I just got done off a hernia surgery, so I've been on the shelf right now. You know what I mean? Once I get back in action, within
and that
another
had 3 question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen?
So at the 11, I'm gonna let this play out. 1 second, Mikey. I'm sorry. You want to finish saying what you were saying?
No, it's all good. Like I said, I had hernia surgery and been on the shelf, and now I'm coming back into my own, and things are gonna start happening. You know?
You're gonna be good, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good summer, bro. We got the bocce league going. Gonna have tons of food going. Like I said yesterday, we were at Erica's making meatballs.
Yeah.
I prepped a ton of meatballs for the club, and you know, we're just gonna keep it moving, bro. It's gonna be a good summer. I got a good feeling about everything.
All right, check this out.
About coming over to 34 Fairview?
No.
So at 12:20 a.m., after you left the waterfall and made your way over to 34 Fairview, you were more interested in getting John to come to 34 Fairview than you were to getting Karen to come to 34 Fairview.
No, that's not how I would describe that.
No? How would you describe it? There was a pizza man manhandling you, bro. And he's touching his ass now. How about that?
The fuck?
This happened at 11:58, 12:09 they leave. Right? Keep in mind, they walked inside the waterfall at 11 o'clock, basically. By 12:30, John is dead. In an hour and a half from this video, John's dead. It's that simple. It's not if it's on site like we want it to be, the way it is, then it had to start this way. Wrong. I could be completely fucking wrong, but I know after I showed this video and I did a reenactment of this video, that guy in that hoodie, an ATF agent, that
Hey,
guy
man, what's up,
called me.
guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Hey, man, what's up, guys? Kevin from South Boston.
Kevin from South Boston called me after I played this video, so I can only think that I'm right on target. And that's not to pat myself on the back. No. I'm just watching like you guys are watching. And I appreciate you guys' feelings because we're all on the same side at the end of the day. We all can agree that Karen didn't do this. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But now I want you guys to look at Jen McCabe. Now keep in mind, this went down at 11:58. Shortly after,
All right, so this is the part right here that JFK is talking
and they
about.
jump in the car. But that's not before Jen McCabe was looking like this. Now, when this was going on, this is how Jen McCabe was acting. When this was going on, this is how Jen McCabe was acting. Jackie, the way Higgins is grabbing his head. Why is he grabbing his head? I want everybody to look at Jen McCabe right now. There's Jen, right? Kind of looks familiar, like what we're seeing on the stand. You ready? Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's she looking at? Oh, man, John, they're going to fuck you up. Damn, John. Oh, they're mad, John. John.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Eye to eye.
And that had 3 question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen about coming over to 34 Fairview?
No.
So at 12.
Yeah, man. So there it is. I mean, she definitely knew what was going on. And being in the courtroom and seeing Hank Brennan stand up every time, you know.
Yeah, and then her just shutting up. It was
Yeah,
obvious.
it was all done by design. You know, the second time around, obviously Hank is what he is on.
Yeah, well, he's a veteran.
He's just trying to win this, and that's what he wants to do. He wants to win. He doesn't want the truth. He just wants to win. So he don't care about the truth. And at some points yesterday, I'm like looking at him. I'm like, maybe this dude does want to know what happened. But then he would just do stupid shit, and it's like, wow, man. I think he forgets. I think he really is up there forgetting. Oh shit, I'm the prosecutor, not the defense. I'm not on that side. I'm on this side. What am I doing? Strike. Wait, I can't say strike. Like, he don't know, bro. He's confused because like I said, some points it looks like he's almost gonna find out the truth, but I don't know, man. What do I know?
All we know is what we see, my man.
Yeah, and the judge helping Jen is terrible too. Did you say that? And the way she says it, it's like,
well, like you were saying earlier, it's like leading the witness.
Yeah, they leading the shit out of the witness,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what it's called. I mean, that's the terminology for it. You're leading the witnesses.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, but these things killing my ears. But yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there, Mikey. You got, what to do. Go into put your YouTube in the comments so people can, and I can pin it or something, and they can follow you.
Yep, I hear you. Hold up, let me see.
There's 196 people in here. If you guys could run over to Mikey's page, subscribe to Mikey, I appreciate that. Mikey's a good guy. He's gonna start his show. He's been doing he's a chef. He's cooking it up. He's got stories. He's got a background, But in the meantime, if you're not a member of James Jackson, or you're looking for some disclaimer stuff, there's some really cool stuff in my store. I've seen a lot of people that had some disclaimer. Last night they were talking about how much they love the disc. Norman, what up, buddy? They were talking about the disclaimer, but Mikey, there's that feedback again. It's all good. We're gonna be closing out soon anyway. But yeah, man, as far as yesterday, it was a good day in court. I'm at Dunkin' Donuts having my iced coffee and Boston cream donut here in sunny Cape Coral, watching your show in the parking lot with my AC on. Keep up the great work, guys, from a fellow masshole. Well, that's cool. You're out in Cape Coral, but you're a fellow masshole. What's that mean? I don't understand. You're from Mass, and you like this is a disclaimer. I appreciate the compliment, but I mean, we heard that growing like, oh, you're a masshole, growing up. This guy's a masshole or something. That's like basically almost a diss. Like you would hear that. I mean, no, I could be wrong, but I appreciate you. Exactly. Norman said it was a great day unless your name was Jen McCabe. Exactly. Exactly. I want to know, James, did you ever hear anyone outside shouting or cheering or celebrating down the street? What, yesterday? No. No. It's not like it used to be, and that's all done by design too. Um, this time around, the buffer zone, whatever, it's not. There are people there. There's obviously Scotty McGinnis there every day. He's hardcore boots on the ground. Shout out to Scotty McGinnis. It's my guy. But yeah, it's not like it used, and it's definitely not like it was last year for sure. But that's all good, Lisa. No, you can ask away. Ask away. Yeah. But Jen McCabe, huh? She could come back. She could definitely be called back on that. She thinks she's scot free. She's seen her throw her sister right out there too, pointing to her sister. Crazy. But I met a lot of people last night though, JFK, that really like our show, and they really like you and I, and you were definitely missed, and I represented for both of us yesterday as far as being there and being respectful to everybody that I met. Um, I tried to be respectful to everybody, and I hope they got that sense from me. And I was just myself, man. I was just real out there, and I had a good night. All in all, it was a good day. Didn't even have to use my AK. With that being said, Mikey, what are you doing? You having trouble? You want me to help you out? Oh, he's got it right here.
It's my account. And
we go right there. So
there you go.
Everybody. Yeah, but Mikey, you got feedback. Hold on, let me
I
hear
know.
it. Say something.
Yo, my phone's about to die. Number one. Number two. Right.
All right.
That better mic check.
Yeah, but it's a little.
Yeah, it started getting real windy out here. I'm
but it's up
outside.
there. So look, everybody in the chat, if you would like to go over, subscribe to Mikey. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thursday night we're gonna do a live cooking show from the Italian American Citizen Club in Malden, in the Edgeworth area of Malden, and we're gonna have bocce playing in the background. My boy James should be over here helping me out with this, and like I said, listen, man, to all the people in the chat, we love y'all. We hope you all have a beautiful and healthy Saturday. And I have to do some family obligations right now. So with that, I'm gonna be out. James, I'll call you later on, man. We'll hook up and we'll figure it all out, my man. All right, brother? I love you guys.
All right, bro. Enjoy your day.
All right, peace and love.
All right, peace. Mikey, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey. I'm gonna leave his handle right here, his account. If you want to go give Mikey a subscribe to him. You know, he's trying to build his channel and get his stuff. Mikey's doing good things. He's trying to, you know, keep his life on the right track. With that being said, I go by the name of James Jackson. I'm going to catch you on the next layover, and I'll see you soon. Free Karen Reed. Let's go.
How wild would that be? If they ask me, sir, do you go by any aliases?
Making friends there.
Are you familiar with the program called the JFK Show? I believe it's 39,000 feet above your heads. Who's that? Have you ever watched that show, sir?
And when this journey's finally
did you ever pretend to be someone named Kevin from South Boston? Does that ring a bell to you, sir? And I'm fucking serious. I'm fucking serious about this shit. Play the clip. Play the clip. You're wrong. Play that clip for the jury to hear. Because if he denies that shit, and then you play that clip, the jury's gonna be like, that's fucking Higgins. You're fucking Higgins, bro. This is Higgins. They're gonna be like, you're Higgins. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong. Play the clip. And if he lies on the stand about that, they're gonna assume everything he's saying is lying. Like, bro, that's clearly you. You're a decorated dude. You're not. Like, come on. So somebody else just called up and you're on it. What? So this is the kind of guy you are, Higgins. You're the kind of guy who's so insecure and worried that you watch random YouTube shows and just are like, this is what you do, and then you call in to defend your honor because no one else will defend you. Dude, play the clip. Play it. I'm serious. Play that fucking clip.
While JFK and James reenact the waterfall, we can say that all of us are friends. We stood proud and all of us stood tall, while those around us said you're wrong.
You're wrong.
We stood our
murderers like the Canton Police Department.
Murderers like the Canton Police Department.
And James' reenactment of the waterfall.
Come on.